Hello everyone, it is lizzisimss here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay, staying safe and taking care of yourselves. Yes, I will say that in every single video because it is very important, especially right now. But this build is for a traveler, kind of like a world traveler in The Sims. It is a tiny house residential, but I don't think it's the smallest category of tiny home. I think it's actually the biggest category, which is a small home, I believe. I think that's just because I used quite a few platforms on the outside, so that counted towards the tile count, which is quite annoying, but yeah, if it's important to you, this is a small home residential, I believe. So because the sim I envisioned to live here is a traveler, I wanted the home to be packed with things he had picked up on his travels. I don't mean stolen. No, he didn't steal anything because we're not about that. He was gifted these things as he went on his travels around and met all these diverse people and cultures, and I believe he just stores everything in his home whenever he comes back from his travels. So yes, it is only a 1-bed, 1-bath house, so it is only made for a single sim, but I think it turned out really, really cute. The outside is pretty simple in terms of the shape, but I did add some platforms, which kind of adds a little bit of character to the house, and I also added this glass roof, which adds a lot of light, and I really like doing that trick, just to make the roofing a little bit different, because roofs can be a little bit boring and I'm actually not very good at roofing, as you can tell from that very awkward front roof part, but let's ignore that. So I would describe this house as a modern build, I think, though I'm not exactly sure what that entails, but it just looks modern to me, with the paneling on the outside and the brickwork as well. And inside I also use the platforms to create steps leading from the kind of entrance hallway into the main living space. But it is, yes, like I said, and in the name, it's a very small house. It is not that cramped, I don't think, not for a single sim. I think that I could live here quite comfortably, but perhaps if there were 2 sims living in here, it might be quite difficult. I also only put a single bed in here. I think you could possibly put a double bed, but you'd have to, rejig some stuff in the main bedroom, which, I didn't envision, but you guys can do that if you want to. Download it from the gallery, and make it, appropriate for 2 sims. And I just want to apologize for my almost erratic camera movements. I'm still learning how to make the camera movements smooth for, viewing on YouTube, because I only used to build for myself and I used to just be able to move the camera as crazily as I wanted to, but it doesn't translate very well onto a video, so I do apologize for that. I'm still learning. I did only just for some reason Google how best to move the camera angles. I think it's better to use the Sims 3 camera, which I'm not really used to, so I'm gonna try in my future builds to use the Sims 3 camera only, and to make everything a bit smoother for you guys to watch, but I hope it's okay for this video, and also it being a smaller house makes it really tight to get the proper angle so you can see everything I'm placing. But yeah, I just thought I'd point that out, and I hope it's not too jittery for you or too unpleasant to watch. So you just saw me place a bunch of pictures in the hallway and the stairs leading down to the main living area. I thought these pictures would just be some that either the sim took themselves or that they were gifted or bought on their travels around the world, and I just thought that was a really nice accent wall, just to showcase all the places that they've been in the Sims world. So I thought that was really cute. And here I'm just working on the kitchen, using was it the Parenthood or the Jungle Adventure tile, which I always use, And I just really love the kitchen because it is surrounded by these really large windows that we got from Moschino Stuff Pack. And I just really love these windows. I use them in quite a lot of builds because there's a lot of variants of them. Some of them have open sections. There's some smaller ones as well. Yeah, I just really like them, and they add a lot of light to a build, so they're perfect for small homes, just because you want as much light as possible to make the space look a bit bigger. So the dining table is right off the kitchen there. This build does not have a living room because I didn't have enough space, and I also thought that the sim that lives here doesn't really spend too much time here, especially not time that they would be spending relaxing in a living room watching TV or reading or whatever. I just think that, you know, they'd rather be off exploring and adventuring. So no, I didn't include a living space. I don't think I included a TV either, again because I just don't think they spend that much time here, and if they do, they are researching, you know, where to go next on their travels and where they want to explore. So you'll see me throughout the video just try pick out some pieces which I think that the sim would have picked up on their travels around the world, mostly decorative pieces, lots of vases and sculptures and statues, and I think that really adds character to this sim's house. But yeah, here I am going to clutter up the kitchen space. I used the Snowy Escape countertops. I really wish we got overhead cabinets that matched. I've seen some people create custom ones, but I really do think that we should have got matching ones because I think that would look really nice. But yeah, that's me complaining, but well, not just me, I've seen other people complain about it too. And I'm just filling up the under the counter space there with some clutter items. I just kind of chuck stuff in there because you can't really see it, not even in the screenshots really, so I just kind of chuck stuff in there as I feel fit. Some of them don't even fit. Some of the kitchen stuff that you could possibly put in there kind of poke up into the above space, so I definitely think we need more small clutter items for the kitchen. But again, me complaining. But here I am just finding more decorative items to make the place look more lived in. I add some rugs to the kitchen and to just this hallway space just to make everything tie in together. And then I'll add these blinds, which again we got from Snowy Escape. I think the packs I used most in this would be Snowy Escape, Jungle Adventure, maybe San Myshuno stuff, but I don't tend to really do pack restricted builds. I just pick and choose, but I do plan on doing some base game only builds in the future because I know a lot of you don't have all of the packs and you'd like a build that, you know, you can just use straight away instead of replacing some items in there. So yes, that is definitely on the way. Here I am moving on to the bedroom. I think the bedroom turned out really cute actually. So I chose this Jungle Adventure bed and these stacked suitcases that is actually a side table, and I put some candles on there because I thought it looked quite relaxing, and they probably want to relax after, you know, getting back from their travels. They probably just come into the bedroom and sleep for like 14 hours or something. But here I am just finding some more clutter items. I wanted it to be really diverse in what was on these shelves and all throughout the build really, just to show kind of like the extent of their travels, how many worlds they've seen. So you can see that there's a ship there which I thought might represent Windenburg or Brindleton Bay, and there's a few Sulani things around. So yeah, I just think this sim has been everywhere and just wants to showcase, well, not even showcase, just to put them on the shelf so that they can reminisce and you know, see where they've been and remember all the good times on their travels. So they also have a desk, which I thought is where they would research where they want to go to next, and maybe book the appropriate modes of transport that they would use to get to those places. So they do have a laptop. Maybe they're kind of like a traveling journalist, or a blogger who a travel blogger who writes about all the countries and places that they've been. So a laptop would be really useful to take on the travels with them. And I also just wanted to say that I'm sorry if my voiceover sounds really shaky. I've just gotten my braces adjusted, so yeah, I do have braces, and I've just got them adjusted yesterday, so they're in a little bit of a state. They hurt quite a bit. Because of COVID, I haven't been able to get them adjusted since June, so I've kind of forgotten the feeling of the pain which getting your braces adjusted brings. But here is just the bathroom. It's quite a simple bathroom, and here I do add the backpack, which I know is a child's item or a kid's item, but I just thought that it was quite a realistic thing to put in the bedroom, because the sim probably does bring the backpack everywhere they go, just for, you know, ease of access to their wallet and their laptop while they're on their travels. So I just put that in as for a bit of realism. And just to let you guys know that the Snowy Escape hangers above this table here will be gone in the screenshots, because when I went back to take the screenshots, for some reason it had disappeared. So I added what I thought was there instead, and I thought I'd put a mirror there because that's what I typically do in hallways, but no, it turns out it was the Snowy Escape hangers. So I'm sorry for that inconsistency there. But here we are moving on to the outside, and I think the outside is really where you can see that this person is a traveler. It is quite like unkept. I think they tried to make it tidy with the fencing to keep the plants in, but some of the grass has spread out onto the rest of the outside, and it makes it a little bit untidy because they're not there very often to take care of it. I also add some hanging plants as well. I don't know why, that just fits in with the kind of adventurer feel. And then I add some stone slabs leading up to the platform. And then I spent ages and ages trying to find a car from the debug menu. And it was really, really frustrating because I just couldn't find them. So on the way, I kind of picked out some items which I thought that this sim had picked up on their travels or being gifted on their travels, and they're a bit bigger, so I don't think they would fit inside, so the sim just decided to make them a permanent decoration in their front garden, you know, so everyone can see them, and I think they look really, really cute. But yes, here you will find that I'm just picking out a bunch of debug items as I desperately try to find a car. I wanted to find a pickup van because it has an open space which you can you know, raise items up and put it in the back, which I thought was really, really cute. So here I do finally find it, and I put these boxes in there. Again, I think they're just filled with things that the sim has picked up on their travels and wanting to find space in the house for, though it is quite full already with some stuff. So I don't know if they'll find the space for it, or maybe they're going to gift it to their families as souvenirs or something. But yeah, I'm adding some plants to these debug vases. Do you say vases or vases? I say vases. But I'm adding these trees as well, which are also from the debug menu, I believe, but they have lights around them, which I thought were really, really cute. And I added to these tires, which are also from debug. I have done this before in a previous Instagram post. I just really like the look of it. I think it's quite a unique decoration piece. So yeah, I really like how the outside came out actually. And the final step I'm doing is to add some terrain paint around the build, just for that extra bit of realness. And then I believe I add a solar panel and a wind turbine, because I think this sim is very, very conscious about what they're putting out into the world, and they care a great deal about that. And then we're on to the screenshots. So I hope you did like this build. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Leave any suggestions for future builds in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!